Our opening we did this morning when I was real low key.
Yeah.
Let's not do that now.
Okay.
I need you to get this place to a fever pitch.
Okay.
Right now.
Washington, D.C. Are you ready? Are you ready to show Jensen and Jared how awesome you've been all weekend long? Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She loves to laugh, she loves to sing, she loves everything. She loves to move, she loves to groove, she loves to love everything. All night, every day. So hold tight, you better hold tight. Here we go. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. I was alone, I never knew what good love could do. Then we touched, then we said, hey, about loving things. All night, every day. So hold tight, you better hold tight. Here we go. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
All you good people of Washington, D.C. and all the surrounding counties, let's make this official and say hello to Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki. What's happening back there? What's going on up here? We having a good time today? I don't believe you. Well, we're here to continue that. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rich. Hello,
Yeah,
band.
see you later, guys. I guess they fucked off. We can say what we really think about them.
How you doing, dude?
All right, man. How are you?
A little hoarse.
That reminds me of a joke. Just kidding.
Just a little hoarse.
Why the long face? Norton, come on. I tried. It's my one try. Howdy, y'all. He and I were chatting. I can't help but be. I mean, this is maybe 150 or 200 times we've been able to travel to a new city and meet some of the SPN family and see some of our, long-standing SPN family. I can't help but feel so fucking grateful right now to look out and have this ride. Don't worry, I'm not going to be all emotional and shit. Like we're gonna goof around soon, but for now, I hope y'all all know how important y'all are individually, and how grateful I am, how grateful we all are to have this family that we've been able to, see the nation and the world together. I'm just really grateful. I'll be goofy soon, I promise.
And for those of you that are playing the drinking game, that was 4 y'alls.
But if y'all don't, y'all, not you, but y'all.
We're up to 8 now, so it's gonna be a long afternoon. Yes, echoing what Jared said, it's great to be here. It's always great to see you guys, some familiar faces, some new faces out there. How many of you have never been to a convention?
So first timers are where?
First time SPN. Really?
What do you think? Like, somebody over there was like, boo.
It's like I thought this was the Game of Thrones convention.
Y'all aren't the Vampire Diaries guys. Y'all are too tall. There I go. Anyways, thank y'all for coming out and for bringing us out. We've said this a few times, though the WGA, the Writers Guild, is in a different place than it was a couple weeks ago. Thank God.
Yeah.
Go Writers Guild. Our guild, our union is still in a certain situation, so please forgive us and thank you in advance if we have to kind of dance around to make sure that when the strike is over, we can still work, because we'd love to bring a certain show back to y'all some more time. See?
Wait, what?
Days of Our Lives. So we're gonna try and play by the rules. Which it's difficult for us to play by the rules, but we're gonna give it a shot today. So thank you in advance. I respect what you what? You respect that? Okay, that's awesome.
I respect that you respect that.
And I respect that he respects that you respect that about us respecting that. So that's 4 respects for the drinking game.
Yeah, that's 4 respects for those of you.
That's 5.
That's 5. That's now 6.
6? Jeez.
I was told there'd be no math, so
Let's go to geometry. Take a right. How are you? Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay.
She's like, just wait for you guys to shut up. That's.
It's her internal monologue.
My name is Janine. I'm from Selbyville, Delaware, tiny little town in Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware.
Who's Janine? I'm so sorry. Is somebody actually from Delaware?
Yep, right here.
There were a lot of like woos. Like there are 3 people from Delaware.
Yep.
Yeah. You got some peeps here, Janine. So all good.
Okay, so I gotta change that. How long have you guys been friends?
I'm gonna say something weird. I don't even have to look to know what's going on. That's how weird it is. I don't even have to look. I'll say this. We all have our beliefs, you know, like why we're here, what here is. This isn't the first lifetime we've been friends.
Oh, yes.
What are y'all from Delaware or something? Technically, objectively, this time around, it was what? January 05? February 05?
Well, that's when we met.
Yeah. But he was Team Dean, Gilmore Girls, for 5 years before us. Go Delaware.
I'll say this. That when we met, there was certainly a pretty fast connection between he and I, and it happened.
I was pretty, he was fast.
Right. I've gotten faster with age. Don't apologize.
It's true.
Shoot. When we met was the day of, some of you heard the story, was the day that we were auditioning for the roles in front of the studio and the network. And usually when they do that, they bring a few different actors to read for the same role. So I would go, I was a I was assuming I would see, you know, 2, 3, maybe even 4 other actors reading for the role of Dean, and then 3 to 5 guys reading for the role of Sam. When I walked into the network building, there was one guy sitting there, and it was this guy. And I looked at I kind of gave him a nod, he gave me a nod, and I walked over to the sign-in sheet, just like a doctor's office, you know, you go and check in.
What kind of name is that?
Yeah, I was like, how do you say your last name? You know you can change your name professionally, Misha Collins, and it's like you really missed the boat on that one, whatever your name is. No, but we met then and said kind of quick, hey, how you doing? What are you reading for? He said, I'm reading for Sam. I'm reading for Dean. Oh, cool. And I kind of sat down and we were kind of chilling there in the waiting room. I was like, has there been anybody? And he's like, no, and it was just our 2 names on the sign-in sheet. So I was like, this is kind of weird. He's like, I know. So we sat there kind of going over our, lines or whatever, and somebody comes in and says, you guys want to come back? We'll bring you back together. I'm like, oh, all right. Usually they would bring us back individually. We would perform the scene with a cast,
Actor A, actor B, actor C.
or a casting director or a casting director's assistant would read the lines opposite, but they brought us in together into the room, and so we read this scene, and it was the scene where Dean is trying to convince Sam to come on the road with him. And
I can't do this without you.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Dad gave me a 45, that scene.
I'm the villain.
And we read the scene together for the first time in front of 30 suits. And immediately I was like, oh, this guy knows how to play. This guy, I could play ball with this guy. Like immediately, there was a sensibility that he had with his delivery. He was reacting to everything I was saying. And it felt really natural. So
Super. Today's a good day.
So we read the scene, we left. They were like, okay, just give us a few moments to talk it over. We walked out in like this other holding room. We were sitting there. I was like, nice job, man. He's like, yeah, you too. And we're kind of sitting there, and they come back out. And they're like, okay, they want you to come back in, and we're going to give you some notes and try some different things. We're like, oh, okay. We walked back in, and in the room, which this is very rare. Like, I don't even think I've ever heard of them doing this. They all stood up and just clapped and said, congratulations, you guys are the new. So we left there knowing that we were about to work together. And
We bought so much shit.
Oh, man. And I think it was you, I think we exchanged phone numbers like right then, and then it was not a day or two later that he invited me over to his house, and we played ping pong. And it was then and there that a friendship was born.
Amen. I'm gonna tell 2 other stories that are kind of funny. So I lived, for those of y'all familiar with Los Angeles and the Valley area, there are a lot of adult videos filmed in the area. And I live next to an adult video actor, pornium, is that what you're calling it? I'll use your word. She said pornium. And so Jensen came over, and we're like 2 20-year-old guys, 20-something-year-old guys. We're both in relationships, but during the night we're playing ping pong, and we have like a keg, and all these actresses are like coming in and out. And he's like, where do you live, dude? I don't know. But then, I've never told this story publicly, and I wonder if you remember it. No. Not that one. No, I'm not doing that one. I haven't.
I mean, what?
There are several stories, but this is one, and we've never talked about this ever. I don't know if you recall.
Maybe for a reason?
Let's do it in public. Not a word of a lie. When we met and we were auditioning, one of my makeup artists on Gilmore Girls was talking about like eye patches and stuff because I get a little squinty if I don't sleep or whatever. If I have allergies, my eyes are really reactive. And I met Jensen, and I think it was between the first time we read and the second time we read for the suits. And I was like, hey dude, like how do you get your eyes so big? Do you remember that? He gave me that look. I was like, because I was like, oh, he knows some shit I don't. Like, what do you do to make your eyes bigger? He's like, what? I don't know. Like,
Open them?
I don't. Yeah. Basically, you recall that?
I do recall you being more squinty when you were younger.
Fair enough. Yeah.
He had this like,
Oh,
like he was so brooding.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember that? Like, beginning of the unnatural show we're talking about?
Wait. What are you talking about?
What?
I like
How do you get your eyes so big?
Dude, I love Keanu Reeves. What can I say?
So wait, what did it have to do with the makeup artist?
Oh, she was just talking about like, because my eyes would get really.
Oh, you were asking.
So I was still on Gilmore Girls, and I would, if I didn't sleep well, my eyes would kind of not really open. And so she was like, well, you can put cucumbers or whatever on your eyes to help them open up. And then I met you, and I was like, you have giant eyeballs. Like, what do you do? It's true. And eyeballs, the word eyeball was first coined by whom? The Bard.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the ball of your eye.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something.
By the way, bro, I thought you were going to tell the story about.
No. I didn't tell you. Yeah. That's for us.
Chrissy.
From Beaverton.
From Beaverton, Oregon.
True story.
It was a neighbor, came over, and had a very interesting conversation with us. And I won't tell you what. It's inappropriate.
And we don't care.
She was very lovely. She was nice. Thank you, Delaware. Thank you, Janine. Let's change the subject, please.
Let's do.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Gosh.
Hi, I'm such a huge fan of you. I just want to know. Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry. I just want to know. Me and my friend, we just want to know what you do for your skin. Oh, and also, okay, no, you don't have to answer. Oh, yeah, you don't have to answer that one. Who won ping pong?
Oh. So, starting with the first question,
Let's start with the fact that I'm so happy we took such a long time answering that question, so we had to stay squatted over there.
Hey guys, if y'all haven't met this amazing human being yet, please know how to follow. Best human I've ever met, bar none. I love you. So for my scan, I look at pictures of you and just try and meta out. Ping pong, we were pretty split. We were kind of 50-50.
That's, I think, why we were like, okay, all right.
We were both trying to win.
Oh yeah, no, we weren't.
Sweat everywhere.
Oh, it was.
I think I'm still sore from playing ping pong with you 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna lose.
And then it was a bad idea when we brought a ping pong table, brought it on the set.
Yeah.
Because anytime we would have breaks, lighting breaks or whatever, you usually a lighting setup could be, anywhere from like 20 to 45 minutes. So we would go next door to the next door, like soundstage, and we would start playing ping pong. Well, the longer the lighting break, the sweatier we became. And then we'd come back to set, just, you know, all the makeups, you know, we
Sweat stains on
oh,
our clothes.
You know, the makeup people are fanning us, trying to cool us down, and we're just like, all right, let's go, what are we ready? And then it would cause a delay because they had to like cool us down, and so
They had to hide it, right?
eventually the ping pong table went missing.
Yeah, we're missing.
The whole thing just up and vanished one day.
True story.
That's how we got, that's how producers, directors had to govern us. They would just take shit away. The Impala, if you remember, used to have a spotlight on like a police spotlight. It didn't anymore. Because we would blind the camera operators on purpose on a consistent basis. The Impala also lost a horn at a certain point
They unplugged
during the
horn.
show.
True story. Yeah.
Jim, they took the horn out. Because anytime somebody like, you know, one of our camera operators would be leaning across the hood going like, and just cut to inside the Impala, him and I going, children.
Yeah, they realized pretty quickly they couldn't ask us not to do something, they would just take it away.
Yeah.
It was like when you, if you're like, I gotta stop eating junk, like don't keep Cheetos in the pantry, like they just took the Cheetos away. They took away the light, they took away the horn. Yeah. Children. Radio.
The radio, that's right. The radio used to work. It doesn't. It does now. Okay, sorry. Let's. What is your question?
Hi, I'm Lorraine. I've been a fan since I was 12, and I turned 20 this year. So I was wondering what advice you have for someone embarking on their 20s.
I remember Jensen saying how badly he wanted to answer this question. When was your birthday?
June.
June what?
June 10th.
Okay, all right. I have my cousin is June 10th. My cousin Kristen.
Keep stalling. Keep stalling.
It's funny you mentioned because my dad is June 9th. My friend Logan is June 9th. My niece is June 16th.
Entering into your 20s, I would say you've got so far to go in the best way.
Yeah.
Don't get hung up on stuff that seems that will seem so trivial 10 years from now. Don't waste your time. There's a book, I think it's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Find that, read that, use that, but also just, you know, even if you just take that title, like Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, because we inevitably as people, we focus on things that just, you know, bring us to places emotionally that it has no purpose. Like that kind of stuff is just going to be gone. So I would say 20s is the perfect time to explore, to have fun, to live your life, to dream big, and don't sweat the small stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I will add. Have you ever had like surgery? Random question.
No.
Well, you get like pain meds, and it says like, do not drive, do
just
not
kidding.
operate
I
heavy
had my wisdom
machinery,
teeth out.
do not sign any contracts.
What'd you-
So do not drive, do not operate heavy
This
machinery.
year.
What's
Just
it?
kidding. I have my wisdom teeth out, so just remember
Okay,
that.
well there you go.
Yep.
Same rule. Like don't sign any long-term contracts, don't operate heavy machinery, don't drive. No. But seriously, what Ackles was saying, your 20s are not the latter part of your life, it's the beginning of your life. And I will add to what he's saying about explore, figure out who you are. Explore your first 20 years. Happy late birthday, first and foremost. But explore kind of how you got to where you are. The earlier you look into what what's made you you and what works for you and what doesn't work for you, the better it's gonna be. I started too late. I started like 35, and so I've been I'm not kidding. But I've been working back, trying to figure out like what happened when I was 0 to 20 that kind of informed who I am these days. So just be curious, be kind, be compassionate, keep doing what you do. You're awesome. Hi.
My name is Nikki. I'm actually originally from Baku, Azerbaijan.
Buffalo by jaundice?
Baku, Azerbaijan. It's a post-Soviet Union country.
Oh, Azerbaijan!
Yeah,
No, wait, that's one of 3 countries that starts with the A.
Yeah.
I heard botulism by jaundice.
She's originally from Azerbaijan.
It's the nerves. You probably didn't hear it because of the nerves.
Do you know the other 2 countries that start with an A? I think it's 2. Oh shit, there are probably more. Maybe it's 5. Let's go 5. I think it's Argentina, Azerbaijan, Afghanistan, Albania, Australia. Yeah, I guess it's 5. Alright, shut up. Fuck off. I gotta look that up. I'm sorry, Lucy. Next time I will have my stats straight.
Well, welcome to DC.
Yes. It does not start with an N. It's a B. Okay, yeah, hi.
Hi. So I started watching Supernatural and Gilmore Girls at the same time to learn conversational English because I came to the States at 12 years old. So it was a little.
Those couldn't be different. Like Gilmore Girls is so not conversational English. It is verbal diarrhea.
It's actually also physical diarrhea when you're shooting.
Well, when I watch it, yeah.
How fast Americans spoke, so I
That's
wanted to
what
watch that to learn how quickly to
That's amazing.
assimilate.
You
So-
speak wonderful English.
Thank you so much.
Your
Well,
accent
I'm
is-
23 now, and I've been watching both. I started watching both shows at 13, so it's
Amazing.
been 10 years. And so my question for today is, what's your favorite, looking back, what's your favorite funny story in the time that you've known each other?
With each other?
In the time that you've known each other.
Got it. My favorite fun story. I mean, it's so. You said you're 23?
I am.
Okay, so we met when you were 3. So we've been through a lot. And I mean, if y'all had a week, I could probably go through.
We met when he
Yeah.
we met when he was a year younger than you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I realized that when I was watching the show back recently. It was a lot to.
So he's giving you a warning. This is what happens 18 years, 20 years later. That's a great question. I remember, I'll say a funny story. There's so many. This is what popped up into my head. When Jensen was, he was already a parent, but he was, you were about to, Danielle was pregnant with twins. We're on set. Our friend Richard Spate was directing, and we were like an hour away from the airport. And there was kind of a hard out, which means basically you have to wrap by 4 a.m. or something. And it was a nighttime sequence, exterior, so we do that often. We film from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. or whatever. But we had to get to the airport by 4 a.m. or something. So we go, we're living kind of in the downtown area. We go out an hour away, and we're shooting, and we're all aware, like there's a code word, like Danielle has started labor or whatever, go to the airport. And for some reason, I was like, and he's extremely responsible, organized, never forgets his ID, his passport, his credit card, his whatever he needs, he's got it. But for some reason, midday, I'm like, Jensen, have you touched your passport today? And he's like, no.
What a dumb thing to ask me. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, middle of shooting a day, and for some
Then
reason,
I'm like, he's messing with me. He's just messing with me.
yeah, he thought I was messing with him, like I was pranking him or something.
Like, yeah, he was just trying to add stress to a stressful day,
Yeah.
like a true friend.
Yeah, like a true friend. Yeah.
That's how you know you got real, like, true friends, guy
They
friends.
mess with
like
you.
we,
when-
yeah, we.
yeah.
we try to destroy you.
It's brutal at times. But I was like, hey, dude, go. He's like, yeah, it's my bad. It's always my bad. You know, we would leave the country every week to go home or go to a con or wherever. He's like, dude, it's always in the same pouch in my bag. I was like, all right, well, just go, next time you go to your trailer, just go touch it. Like, just unzip it and just touch your passport to the back. He's like, dude, I'm fine. I think he's thinking I pranked him, and I like snuck into his trailer and hid it. And so about an hour.
And I was like, I'm not falling for it. I'm not even gonna go and look. And I got into my trailer and I was like, okay, I'll bite. And I go and I unzip the zipper where it always is. It's not there. It's not there. So I'm like, Jared! Go out my trailer, go and knock on his trailer door. He's like, hey! Open the door. I'm like, where is it? He's like, what? My passport. Come on, don't, not today.
Now I thought he was pranking me.
Not today.
Honestly.
Yeah, and you were like,
Did I
you're like, I don't have it. And I'm like, I'm gonna beat your face off. And I'm like, seriously, come on. And he's like, dude, I don't have it.
Yeah, I'm not messing with you, man. I don't have it. I literally just said that because we have to go straight to the airport to get to Austin so you could be there for the birth of your twins. And it kind of occurred to him, and he's like, he goes back and he looks, doesn't find anywhere.
So I run back to my backpack and I'm like rifling through it now. Like,
Then he comes back out and he goes, dude, I don't know how you knew. And to this day, I don't know how I knew either. Long story short, he realized that it was left.
it was in my jacket pocket that was still in Austin. And I had come back and used like a Nexus card that doesn't get you back into it. You had to have a passport to get back into the States. So I got in Canada, but that's how I was able to get into Canada. But getting back into the States, you have to have your passport. And it was still in my jacket pocket.
In Austin.
In Austin. And I just went white.
He went white. Fortunately, we were able to call a buddy of ours who's in law enforcement in Austin and tell him the situation. And so he made some calls to customs or TSA or whatever to say like, hey, these guys are flying in. They are who they say they are. Like, he has his driver's license, not his passport, but we can get it to you tomorrow. We can get a picture or something. So he was able to make the berth, which was cool.
But it's also, she asked for a fun story. That wasn't fun.
It was for me.
I'm glad to have done it.
Yeah, it was fun for me. I don't know. What occurs to you? Yeah. Don't tell the cruise.
I don't know. This is, like he said, this is what, 18-year friendship we've had going. We've spent, for the majority of those 18 years, we probably spent more time. We definitely spent more time with each other than any other human on the planet. So there are a lot of hey, you're welcome. There are a lot of stories, a lot of which we have shared with you guys. It's hard to pick one. I'll say that this isn't one specific story, but I'll tell you what I miss about he and I working together so often, and that it was the times in between those setups, those shots, where he and I would go and spend time just literally in the trailer. Like a lot of time, like you go to a show, you go to a movie set, and a lot of times when they yell cut, actors go to their respective spaces and work on their stuff or just need their time and stuff. He and I didn't stop hanging out. Like we would just go into each other. I'd just go in there and sit on his couch and watch his TV with him, and we would just chill out and hang. And it was weird that that continued because we never got tired of each other, which I think speaks volumes when you spend that much time together. And I think it's also why we're still here today, and we're still making stories.
Thank you.
We got tired of Misha. That was.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen.
To be assumed.
Kidding.
How are you?
Hi, I'm really nervous. Okay, my name is Casey, and I'm from Virginia.
Casey, welcome to DC.
Virginia's for lovers.
You skipped over my joke, dude. I said, Casey, welcome to DC.
It's not a joke. It's not even close to being humorous.
No, that's your leg, right? The humorous? Oh, I broke my humorous. It wasn't funny.
That's a dad joke.
I'll stop. Okay, I get it.
I'd like to take that. I am sick of him.
It just
happened just now. That was it. That was the camel that broke the straw's back.
Hi, Casey.
Okay, so
Welcome to DC.
Thank you.
Those are pity laughs.
Don't listen to him. Hi, what's up?
I have a quick thank you before I ask my question.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to say on the show that you guys worked on for 15 years, the relationship between your characters was intense and beautiful, and it is the heart and the soul of the show, and Supernatural wouldn't exist. The show wouldn't exist without it, and I just wanted to say thank you for portraying that with the respect and the love that you did for 15 years, because that means a lot to so many of us.
You're welcome.
And then my question is, when was a time you had a decision that was very hard to make, and you weren't sure about it, but it ended up paying off?
When did we have a decision to make on set or in life?
In general, yeah.
Oh gosh. That's a great question. Jeez. I mean, I think we both have a similar story that could be an answer. I think for mine, it feels very real right now, obviously sitting amongst y'all. My decision to train, no, fuck off. I was gonna be very sweet about this until y'all. No, I think honestly, I think the most important decision, I think the most integral, powerful decision I ever made was probably the scariest, and it was to quit college and to drive out to Los Angeles to try and be an actor. And I think it's paid off. Extremely scary, and going back to our friend who is 20 and was asking about how to approach your 20s, I was 17 at the time, but the same rule kind of goes, like try on all the different hats you can. Try it, you know, go give it a shot. You're still learning who you are. I'm 41, and I'm a husband and a father and a friend and all that, and I'm still learning who I am and why I am who I am. And 20, before you have a spouse or kids or dogs or a mortgage or whatever, is a great time to go give it a shot. Give it a shot. Because you'd rather try and learn that it's not for you than never try.
Did you have a backup plan? Like,
Yeah.
what was it? Do you
College,
remember?
back to college.
Go back to college.
Yeah, I had some hours.
Already logged from AP courses?
AP courses, yeah. SAT.
Smart ass.
Got a great ass. Did you? I want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I'm gonna echo what Jared said, and I did almost the exact same thing, which is, you know, one of the many things that we had in common. You know, our kind of origin story was very similar. I was set to go to college, and kind of at the last minute, I mean, I had, you know, courses set. I had a dorm room. I had already a roommate assigned. You know, like I was going to have that college experience, and it was just a few weeks before I was supposed to report for duty there on campus that I said I'm actually going to go to LA and go to Hollywood and give it a shot. And I think my dad was like, "I'll give you 6 months," but it wasn't. No, they were incredibly supportive, but he was like, listen, why don't you go out there, why don't you try it for a semester? And then if you realize that it's just not for you, or you don't feel like you want to do that, you want to come back, then you can just start school for the second semester. You can start your college the second semester. So I was like, okay. And that was, I drove out and I never came back. I started working right away and just kept working. But like Jared said, it was, it's those little decisions that can have a big effect, but don't put so much weight on every decision to thinking that it will have a big effect. I've made a ton of decisions in my life that have had little or no effect at all. But the ones that stand out, there was another one. I was on a show, soap opera, for a number of years, and she probably doesn't even know what that is.
I do.
And
You did opera?
I did. I did. With soap. They wanted me to, I did 3 years on that show, and they wanted to extend my contract and do 3 more years. And I, as a 20-year-old at that time, was like, oh, this is amazing. Like, I came in, I did a good enough job that I'm getting rewarded with a bigger contract, and they were gonna, the pay was gonna like triple, and I was gonna like, it was a dream to come true kind of thing. And like, this is insane. And I had one amazing actress pulled me aside. Everybody else was like high five and cheered, like, congratulations, we heard about the contract extension, that's great, that's awesome. Looks like you're gonna be here for another few years. And I had a woman who pulled me aside and said, no, you're not. You need to go. And not in a way of like, she didn't want me there, in a way of, there's other things for you out there that I think you need to go explore more. And so, against all odds, I was like, okay, I will. And that's a decision that has definitely paid off.
Thank you. I asked that because coming to this con was a really big decision for me financially, as well as just like getting here. And I did it.
Are you the one that this is like your first adult trip?
Yeah, this is my first anything ever.
First anything ever?
Yeah.
This is the first time you've like stayed at a hotel?
On my own, yes.
On your own. First trip that you've taken on? One of many.
I hope
One of
so,
many.
yes.
Yeah, good for you.
Not your last. So keep exploring, keep searching for those firsts. Way to go. Proud of you. Hi.
Hi guys, I'm Hillary. I'm from Connecticut. So I just rewatched the whole series again with my husband. You go there. And it's so beloved for us, just like everybody here. And so I was wondering, do you guys have any shows or movies you rewatch or books you reread that are really cherished, and that why do they mean something to you?
Awesome. Thank you. And where's your husband?
He's over there.
Hey, thank you, brother. Yeah. So twice? Y'all seen it twice? Amazing.
More than that.
I wasn't judging.
I am.
Yeah, I have some like feel-good shows. I try not to reread books, believe it or not. I just feel like there's so many that I would love to read, but I try and reread. I have reread Into Thin Air, John Krakauer, awesome book. Yeah, and then when I find myself rewatching shows, it's from my childhood. Like I'll put on Garfield or Simpsons. Don't judge. Eating Ninja Turtles for sure. There was a special.
Which one?
Which turtle am I?
Mm-hmm.
Who's my favorite? I'm probably Michelangelo, but my favorite was Donatello. Yeah. And I always regret. I think it's because I could always find a stick and hit people with it. It was hard to find nunchucks or the sai or swords. My parents wouldn't let me have those. I could find a stick though. I could find a stick and pretend I was Donatello. And he had the purple outfit, which is pretty cool. No, Leonardo's pretty cool.
Donatello was blue.
No, Leonardo's blue. How dare you?
Raphael's red.
Raphael's red, Michelangelo's orange.
Why are we talking about this? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And I see you. Yeah, your wife's still pregnant. You might want to take care of that. She's been pregnant for 10 years.
So when I do rewatch things, it's from my childhood. What about you?
I have. This was unintentional. The show's just always on. But my daughter, my 10-year-old daughter, has found Friends. And I had forgotten how entertaining that show really is. So it's been fun to, and it's just because it's like, I don't know what station it is, TBS or whatever, but it's just always. So anytime we're in the kitchen, she'll come in and she'll throw it on and sit down and we'll be just doing stuff, but it's on and I'll just hear pivot and I'll just start laughing. But yeah, we were on a break. Yeah, and that's another thing. I forget how many iconic sayings came from that show. I mean, what a powerhouse of a show that is. But as far as like a genre type show, I don't know. I'm kind of like Jared. Like once I watch it, I'm going back and rewatching it. I feel like I'm missing out on the opportunity of seeing something new. I do have films that I keep on my iPad whenever I'm traveling or something that I've downloaded. And there's one particular movie that I don't watch it from beginning to end. I usually just will fast forward to and watch scenes of No Country for Old Men.
Oh, God.
Because I just think it's a master class in filmmaking.
I'm like that with Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah. Oh, anything Tarantino. Like I've got Hateful Eight. I've been rewatching scenes in Hateful Eight, which, I mean, that could be a stage play. I think it was originally, he wrote it for almost being able to do that, but it's, yeah, so I get the wanting to go back and kind of revisit those things because it does give you those nostalgic emotions, but also, new experiences. Like I'm sharing this with my daughter, so that's kind of a fun new experience. Yeah.
It's also so, I guess I'm questioning my earlier statement about how I want to read new things, because it's very interesting if you watch the same show or movie or read the same book at different points in your life, what you pick up. So maybe I'll just like start binging Supernatural. See what it comes out. I will say, not a word of a lie, I've probably watched 15 or 20 reaction videos to the finale. Cry every time. I'm like, I start out, I'm like, they don't know what's about to happen. Neener, and then once Dean meets the post, and they go, I'm like, same. So I have watched, I think, every single one. But yeah, I'd be interested to go back and revisit that show that we worked on that one time.
You just talked about a scene from it. We're gonna get canceled by our own union.
Damn it. I said that show. Super normal show.
No, it's not super normal. It's anything but normal. It's unnatural.
Thank you for your question, and thank you, hubby, for being here as well.
It's Abby normal.
Hi, how are you?
Hi guys, my name is Nicolette and I'm from Alexandria, Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be from Delaware and Alexandria, Virginia. Take it easy. Kidding.
So everyone has heard of a bucket list. It's
Yep.
something that someday you're going to make happen.
Yeah.
I've recently heard of a term called the fuck it list, where you're going to fuck it and do it now. Not in that way.
That reminds me of that story with the porn star sister.
Basically, if you have the means to do do so.
That was said with like aggression too.
Yeah, I know, I'm angry. I'm scared. Stay between us.
If you have the means to do so, you should just do it right now because what's the point? You only have one life to live, you know? So.
Oh, I get it. It's just the way you said it.
He liked it.
Zip, boom, bonjour.
Bonsoir.
So my question for the two of you is what would your current bucket list item be?
Who or what? So just here now? Okay, fine.
I told you I'm faster with old age.
I'm pretty, he's fast. He's getting faster. So, to clarify, what is on our bucket list?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Not Jesus Christ.
Would you like to hear an example?
Necrophilia is not my thing. To clarify.
Would you like to hear mine so you can have some inspiration?
I'm sorry?
Would you like to hear mine so you can have some inspiration?
Yeah, let's do that. This is gonna be great.
I would personally like to spend time on my Dungeons and Dragons campaign and stop working as hard as I am right now. Totally within my means to do so,
Wait. You'd rather work on your Dungeons and Dragons campaign and work less? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
This is its problem. This is what's wrong with our society. That's not a no.
It takes work.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It's actually
Okay, yeah, thank you for setting the boundaries.
Where'd all the workforce go? They're playing Dungeons and Dragons because of a list that rhymes with bucket list.
That's why the government shut down.
Yes,
They're all
playing D&D.
here in DC.
It was gonna happen anyway, so I was gonna do it anyway.
Fair enough. Okay, my ethic list. That's really tough. Different question. God, I'm stumped, dude. Like I'm stumped. I don't follow that. I'm thinking, whatever hamsters are left in my brain are furiously running.
It can be
Space
something.
Mountain?
It can be something small. It doesn't have to be this big grand thing.
Well, why does size matter?
It's how you use it. You're right. It's how you use your time.
For those of you who are new, I apologize.
For my friend here, it's a little slow.
The train has derailed.
It was never on the tracks.
There was never. There was.
It's. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay. So I think it changes when you have kids. For me, I would love to travel.
With them.
What's that?
With them.
I'll repeat his question. Do you have kids?
Yeah. Am I under oath? Am I being subpoenaed? Fuck no. Just kidding. They can travel as well somewhere. They're welcome to, just not where I am. Sure, with the kids, yes. Just in case my wife watches this on YouTube, I want to travel with the kids and my wife. Because I love them so very much. Believe it.
We do.
Jensen?
No.
You can't put no on your bucket list. Oh.
No! I don't have either list. I got responsibilities.
What's on your responsibility list?
I can't just go play D&D. I got people mouths to feed. A house's lights to keep on.
Listen, I have 2 cats.
I gotta go to work.
She has 2 cats.
I got an idea. Take your lists.
I think I know where this is going.
Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. But you heard me.
Osmosis.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I have been asked the bucket list. I have not been asked the bucket list before, but I honestly don't have either. And I mean that. I'm still at the age of like I have responsibilities. I have things that I need to do, that I need to get done, that I want to get done in order to facilitate certain things in my life. Some of those bring me joy, and some of those are just responsibilities that I need to take care of because I'm an adult.
He doesn't know how y'all do things in Alexandria, Virginia, but he's got some shit to do. Thank you very much for your question.
It's the last question time. It's the last question. These guys like to come out. It's the last question. Do a little ditty. It's the last. I have no idea what Richard's doing. And there are no more questions. Not a part of the act, but it's here nonetheless. It's the last question. Oh yes, it is. It's the last question. And it's happening now. It's the very last question. That person's the one. It's the last question. Do the deed.
SPN family, will you say hi to Castiel? Also known as, I believe, Dimitri Jude. Dimitri Jude, aka Castiel. Just a much better looking Castiel than the one I What? Oh, I got 2!
For those of you playing, that's 2.
So we are, have you been to a convention before? Her 3rd one. You've been to... What did I miss? Yes, you got it. So they've been to 3, this is their 3rd. Thank you so much for coming up and being here. And look at your SPN family.
Do you want me to read it? Okay.
Oh, come on, you got it.
Okay, so ever since you were given the Impalas, do you guys have any updates? I also thought I'd let you guys know that I also have an Impala of my own that is going to be in the works soon.
That's awesome. What year? So it's a 68 Impala. That's awesome. Where?
Right now it's in my drive back at home.
Amazing. Some Delaware, there's some Delaware here.
What's your question?
Ever since you guys got the Impalas, do you guys have any updates?
Oh, updates on the Impalas.
Oh, got it. Don't put baby in the corner.
Jared, both of our respective cars.
Yes.
Were sent to a
body shop just outside of Houston, between Austin and Houston.
Yeah, a very reputable place that Cliff found for us. And they're getting all the work done that we wanted to get done. Mine took longer because it needed to be used for a little show called the Winchesters. It looks good. It's almost like a Batmobile. And so I had to pull Baby out of the shop, and it went to New Orleans and filmed for a while, and then finally got it back in there a few months ago. So it's I think it's supposed to be ready this month. And I'll go pick her up, and then I will cruise the back roads of America.
Yeah, we'll get ready.
I'll come pick you up.
I'll be there. I'll have flannel on and everything.
We haven't done it yet, but we do joke about just driving around town in it at some point, just to see. We may have to we'll put maybe some GoPros or something on the side, just to.
For when we get arrested,
Yeah.
for grenade launchers in the trunk. My only goal with the Impalas is to somehow or another get Mark Shepard into the trunk.
It can be done.
I will say this. Here's a funny story. So, have y'all ever heard of a live water? It's like I think it's like pH balanced water or something. Yeah, whatever it is, it's in glass little 3-gallon containers. And we get a subscription, I guess. We get 5 a month or 5 a week and put in the thing for the kids. Anyways, the guy, every third Friday, you leave them on your driveway, and they come and they take the empties and they put new ones in. And so the guy who delivered it last time, I guess, was a fan of Supernatural, and my garage door was open, and the Impala's in there, and the picture of Sam Winchester on a horse from French Mistake is right next to it, leaning up against the wall. And I happened to be out with the dogs, and he walked up and he was carrying water and putting it down. He looked at me and was like, and he looked in the garage, and there's the Impala, and there's Sam Winchester, cowboy hat on a horse. And he just goes, dude. That was it. I was like, yeah. I want in.
That's it. That's the last question. That was the last question. Is that it? There are no more questions. That was the last question. That was it? That's it. That's the last question. There are no more questions. Yes, it is. That's what it is. It's about the car. All she wrote.
I got asked today, when did you and Rob come up with the last question ditty? And I thought to myself, I don't know. I don't know how this happened.
I don't remember. And the diddly dee beep bop beep bop.
The scatting bit, I don't know. But here we are, this is the world we live in.
This is the world we live in now, yeah.
We
It
have
just is what
created
we do.
ourselves a monster.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs.
It really is.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Do you know why the last question song started? Why we started doing this? Was so Rob and I would no longer get booed. Because they would just come out and be like, okay, give it up for the... And then everybody would be like, boo, go away.
So we came up with this, which was like smoke and mirrors. It was like, there's nothing to see here, there's nothing to see.
It's all self-protection.
Hey, real quickly, guys, gals, SPN family, I'm inspired and motivated to say something to all of us, to myself included. Be kind, be silly, be goofy, be yourself, share snacks.
But be an adult, for Christ's sake. Responsible adult. Ladies and gentlemen of DC and the surrounding counties.
But more what he said.
And right now, celebrating 3 days of Christicon, because it's been that kind of weekend. A big adios and thank you to Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles. You making your mind yet?
Made up my mind.
Well, you should stop wasting time.
I ain't wasting no more time.
You should get going.
There's another heart in need to rescue.
Waiting on love, sweet charity. Hold on for the rest of my days. But know what it means. I want it.
The only thing to dream. Sorry, he forgot another man right now.
Two handsome mofos. Hey, kill time.
All right.
That was something else.
That was something else. You know, Rich told me to. Oh, hi, Rich. He's like, fill in. I'll be back later.
Well, I had to figure out what the
You know
hell.
what? Oh, it's back.
I had to figure out what's going on because Rob and I don't look at what they call a schedule. We never really know what we're supposed to be doing, which is irresponsible, but it is the pattern we have set for ourselves. And what, they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or if it's too broken, just leave it broken. And I feel like we're so broken at this point. As you stampede towards the exits, remember, please don't step on each other. This is not World War Z. And before you stampede to the exit, you might not want to stampede towards the exit because you might want to see our next guest. Because she is awesome, fantastic, fun, and a habitual thief. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth Connell.
She's a black magic woman.
And she